What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Most men seriously underestimate just how powerful their words can be. They think attraction comes down to looks, money, or status. But the truth, it's about how you make her feel. That's the real game changer. And one of your most underrated tools, a well-placed, genuine compliment. Think about it. Have you ever seen a woman's entire vibe shift just from one sentence? One line delivered with intention can change the way she sees you forever. Today, I'm breaking down 8 powerful compliments that go way deeper than surface-level flattery. These aren't corny pickup lines or desperate praise. These are compliments that strike something primal, that make her feel seen, respected, and genuinely drawn to you. Here's the brutal truth. If you're throwing out generic, weak compliments like, "You're pretty," or "You look nice," you're just another forgettable name in her DMs. But if you understand the stoic approach, emotional control, deliberate words, and authentic energy, you become a man who stands out. You become the kind of man who shifts how she perceives you. So if you're ready to elevate your game, stand apart from every other guy, and leave a lasting impression, keep watching before we dive in. Make sure you hit subscribe. If you're ready to transform your mindset and master the art of attraction through stoicism, every video here is a step in the right direction. Compliment number 1, that fragrance you're wearing is addictive. It smells incredible. Let's kick it off with something most men overlook. Scent. Complimenting a woman's fragrance isn't just about how good she smells. It's about memory and emotion. Scent is hardwired into the part of the brain that controls emotion and memory, meaning when you mention it, you're telling her something deep. Even after you're gone, something about you stays with me. That's powerful. Most guys are stuck in surface-level compliments, but a man who notices her fragrance, how it affects him, how it lingers in his mind, that man stands out, that man sees the details. Now here's where stoicism comes in. A stoic man chooses his words carefully. He doesn't talk to impress, he speaks to connect. So when you say this compliment, say it once and mean it. Quiet confidence, no theatrics. Watch how her posture changes. Her body language shifts. She'll remember that compliment, not just in that moment, but every time she wears that perfume again. That's psychological attraction. Compliment number 2, your smile could light up an entire room. Let's break this one down. A smile isn't just a nice facial feature. It's energy, it's warmth, it's presence. It's something that changes the atmosphere. When you say this to a woman, you're not just admiring her looks. You're recognizing her influence, her ability to bring light into the space around her. Ever been in a room where someone's smile just made the whole place feel better? That's what we're talking about. This compliment tells her, I see your energy, I see the way you shift the vibe around you. That's rare and powerful. But here's the cold truth. Most guys don't see that. They're stuck on shallow praise, the emotional intelligence, the aura, the unspoken impact. And this is where stoicism ties in. Again, a stoic man doesn't give compliments for attention. He gives them because he notices what others don't. He speaks the truth calmly and confidently. So when you say this, mean it. Don't try to impress. Just recognize the moment. Say it simply and move forward. That's what makes it unforgettable. Compliment number 3. I love how real you are. Let's be real for a second when someone walks into a room and their very presence lifts the energy. That's something special, that's disruptive in the best way. It cuts through negativity and brings light. And honestly, who wouldn't want to hear that? Who wouldn't want to be told that simply being themselves can shift the entire vibe of a room? That kind of compliment doesn't just land, it sticks. Why? Because it's rare. It's raw and it's real. Now, let's talk about this one. I love how real you are. You don't try to blend in. You're not putting on a show. You're just you in a world obsessed with filters, followers, and fitting in authenticity. is a rebellious act. Being real today isn't just refreshing, it's revolutionary. So when you say this to a woman, your surface level line, you're recognizing something. Most people are too scared to show the courage to be unapologetically herself. Let's face it, women hear compliments about their looks all the time. You're beautiful, you look amazing, you're stunning. Sure, those are nice, but what happens when a man notices something deeper? What happens when you compliment who she is, not just how she looks? That's when the connection changes. That's when you say, I see you. Not the not tossing out some, I miss the deeper layers, the version shaped for the world, but the unfiltered, untamed real version. And that hits different because realness, it cuts through the noise. It shows her you're not just seeing her through the lens of attraction, but through the lens of genuine respect. And let's be honest, authenticity can be intimidating. It's easy to conform to wear the mask, but showing up as your true self, that takes guts. That's what makes someone stand out. So when you tell her, I love how real you are, you're not just complimenting her personality, you're recognizing her strength, her bravery to be herself in a world that rewards imitation, and that my friend is powerful from a stoic lens. Authenticity is everything Stoicism teaches us to live in alignment with our true nature, not bending to society's whims, no pretending, no posturing, just truth. So when you honor her realness, you're aligning with that same ideal. You're saying, I see you, I admire your strength, and I respect your authenticity. Because in a world full of copies, she's an original. And most people, they'll never be as real as she is. That's why this compliment, it hits hard. It's not just kind, it's uncommon. And it shows you're not after a polished illusion. You want the real deal. Let's be real. Most of the world runs on autopilot. Same tired opinions, same predictable routines. It's like we're surrounded by clones, just floating along with the current. But then there are the ones who stand out, the ones who see the world differently. They question the obvious. They challenge the norm. They don't just exist. They engage. And when you notice that, when you truly recognize that kind of depth in someone, you're tapping into something powerful, telling a woman, I love the way you see the world. That's not just a line, it's a salute to her mind. It's saying, I see you, I value the way you think. Because while most guys are stuck obsessing over the surface, her looks, her outfit, whether she fits some outdated mold, you're cutting through all that noise, you're appreciating the substance that's rare, that's real. Here's the truth. Most people live inside their bubble. They surround themselves with like-minded voices and never challenge their beliefs. It's easier that way. But every now and then, you meet someone who thinks differently, who brings a fresh lens, who interprets life through their own unique filter. And when you tell her, I love the way you see the world, you're honoring that you're letting her know her thoughts matter, that her ideas don't just fade into the background, they resonate. Think about this, compliments are everywhere, you're so beautiful, love your hair, nice outfit, easy, predictable surface level. But this, I love the way you see the world. That's a deeper cut. You're not complimenting what she looks like, you're complimenting who she is, how she thinks, how she makes sense of the chaos. That's what sets you apart. That's what separates the men from the boys. Because most guys don't care about her mind. They're too busy chasing shiny objects. But when you show interest in how she thinks, that's when a real connection starts. That's when she sees you, not just as another guy, but as a man, one who respects what makes her unique. This is where Stoicism enters the conversation. The Stoic man values wisdom. He sees clearly, he questions everything, he walks his own path, and respects those who do the same. So when you drop this kind of compliment, you're aligning with that mindset. You're not just being kind, you're being intentional. Because at the end of the day, you're not just admiring her perspective, you're admiring her vision, her ability to look beyond the surface, to find meaning, to make you think differently. And that's rare air. Now, let's flip the script a bit. Compliment number 5. I love your energy, it's contagious and makes me want to be the best version of myself. Let's face it, Energy is everything some people drain you. They walk into a room and suck the life out of it. But then there are the ones who light it up. Their presence doesn't just fill the room, it commands it. When you say, "I love your energy," you're not just being nice, you're recognizing the force. She brings the fire she ignites in people, including you. Her energy elevates everyone around her, it inspires, it motivates, it makes you want to show up as your best self. Because energy isn't just about being bubbly or outgoing, it's about presence, it's about impact. And when her vibe makes you want to rise, to grow, to level up, you tell her, because those people, they're rare from a stoic view. This matters. Stoicism is about self-mastery. And part of that is choosing your environment, choosing people who push you to evolve. So when you tell her energy is contagious, you're recognizing how she influences your path, how she fuels your ambition. This isn't just about making her feel good. It's about recognizing true value, true influence, true connection. All right, your turn. Drop a comment. Which of these compliments would you actually use in real life? Or better yet, type these words, "have power, and I know how to use them." Let's lock in what you've learned and see who's really paying attention. You ready? Let's go. Power her energy. Her energy isn't just a vibe, it's a call to action. It's the kind of presence that makes you stop settling and start stepping into your full potential in a world where so many men are stuck in mediocrity. She is the kind of woman you want beside you. Compliment number 6. You're honestly one of the most thoughtful people I've ever met. You genuinely care about others, and it shows. Let's be real, in a world full of self-centered games and fake personas, genuine thoughtfulness is a rare gift. Most people are out for what they can get, but those who truly care, who put others first, they stand out. When you tell her she's one of the most thoughtful people you've ever met, you're not just giving a compliment, you're recognizing something deep. It's not about grand gestures. It's the little things like remembering the small details from past conversations, checking in when someone's struggling, going out of her way to make people feel seen and valued. That's what makes the difference. She's not about chasing attention, she's about giving something real. And when you notice that, it means everything you see her for who she really is. Here's the truth in today's world. Most people are driven by selfish motives, status, followers, instant gratification. But thoughtful people, they're cut from a different cloth. They bring value, they give, they don't just take. And when you recognize that you're doing more than complimenting a behavior, you're honoring her character, that hits deeper than any surface level flattery in the red pill mindset. We know actions speak louder than words. What matters isn't the flash, it's what's real, her thoughtfulness. That's a reflection of integrity, and integrity stands the test of time. She's not just playing the game, she's changing it, adding value, making people's lives better from a stoic lens. That's virtue. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what matters most, living with intention, staying grounded, and making an impact. When you call out her thoughtfulness, you're not just being nice, you're acknowledging strength. That kind of woman, she's rare and she's worth appreciating. Compliment number 6. I love how driven you are. Your sense of purpose is seriously inspiring. Let's be re-status or money. It's that fire inside that grit that keeps her going, even when things get hard in a world of shortcuts and instant gratification. The ones who stay locked in on their mission, the ones who keep pushing when no one's watching, they stand out, telling her, I love how driven you are. Isn't just hyping up her hustle. You're seeing her for who she is, relentless, passionate, focused. You're saying, I see the late nights. I see the sacrifices. I see how you push yourself to build something real. That's not just a compliment. That's respect in the red pill space, we understand. Drive is everything, men or women, we need that purpose. Without it, we're just existing. But when someone's living with intention, that's someone with true value from a stoic perspective. It's about the relentless pursuit of excellence. Complementing her drive isn't about flattery. It's acknowledging her mission, her strength, her discipline. She's not coasting through life. She's out here building something that matters. Compliment number 8. You have an incredible way of making people feel seen and valued. Let's talk emotional intelligence, that quiet superpower. The ability to walk into a room and make people feel like they matter. Not with words, with presence, with energy, with authenticity. In a world where everyone's trying to prove their worth or be the loudest in the room, a woman who can connect, who makes others feel safe, accepted and understood, that's rare. You're not just saying she's kind. You're saying you make people feel like they can breathe, like they can drop the mask that's powerful. Think about how few people actually make others feel seen. Most are too wrapped up in their own insecurities to even notice others. But someone with that kind of emotional depth, she lifts people, she creates real space for connection. And when you recognize that you're telling her, I see the real you and it matters. Stoicism values empathy too, not just as emotion, but as virtue. The strength to understand others, to connect deeply, to make others feel valued, not to gain something, but because it's right in a superficial world. Being real is a superpower, and she has it. So there you have it, compliments that go beyond surface level. These aren't lines to impress her. They're moments of recognition. They say, I see you, I value you, I respect the real you. And if that hit home, wait till you see what happens when you send the right message at the right time. Click on the video that's popping up. Now, 7 good morning texts no woman can ignore. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. And if you're about that high value life, don't forget to like and subscribe for more real